Hey Vegan Food Explorers, it's Monday night and we're just about to have a Plant Pioneers no steak bake. No, it is not made of air, it is not that small. We've cooked it, so let's get into the review.
If you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe as it really helps the channel.
Okay, so this is the Plant Pioneers no steak bake. It's £1.50 from Sainsbury's because Plant Pioneers are Sainsbury's, that's their brand. They're grown delicious. It's the no steak bake. So it's got seitan pieces, I think that's how you say it, seitan, and mushroom mince in a rich onion gravy wrapped in golden puff pastry. So basically, yeah, no steak bake. Okay, and the seitan, that is wheat gluten, I think. So it's, yeah, it should be super high in protein, but then of course you've got the puff pastry. It says, why not serve with mash and peas? Okay, and the biggest thing about this that we thought when we picked it up, you can't just eat this. You can't just eat this. It's not like a ginsters. This is not a ginsters replacement. This is, you have to cook it in the oven. So here it says oven. This product is 18 to 20 minutes. This isn't pop it in the microwave if you want. It's, if you eat it not hot, you're probably going to have some stomach problems, so definitely make sure you heat it. So yeah, let's have a quick look. Per slice is 421 calories. That is sizable. So this is a big meal. We're going to split it in two, so I'm going to cut it in half in a second. Fat, 21 grams. 21 grams, yeah, as we said, because it's got that pastry in it. 10 grams of saturated fat. That's not that bad actually, but it's not great. It's not that bad for a bake, really. I mean, compared to ginsters, I'm sure it must be the same or less. Protein, 10 grams. It's actually not that much. I guess the filling, you know, ratio of pastry to filling, as anything, not saying it's too much pastry, but there's obviously a lot more pastry. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's get into what it actually looks like.
Okay, here it is out of the oven. Like I said, we put it in for 20 minutes in the oven, pop it up. It looks very flat. That's my first thing. It looks like the sole of a shoe. That's what I think. But it smells lovely and yeah, it looks good. Right, let's cut it open. I like this latticing. Sorry for the knife. This is the only one I've got that's not in the dishwasher. Looks like a samurai sword. But yeah, I like the latticing along here. It looks quite nice. I like this little kind of traditional ring around the edge. It looks very natural. But like I said, I thought it would, I mean, you'd hope if you're going to cook it in the oven, it would rise, which it really hasn't. Anyway, let's cut it open. I'm hoping this is going to be kind of, you know, like we're going to see these little steak pieces. Because it's got the seitan in, they've chosen that so that you can actually get little bits of meat. Anyway, right. Okay, it's broken away here. So I'm going to use this one because it's going to be a bit better to see the interior. I mean, looks like steak to me. Okay, I'm going to take a quick bite. And let's see what it tastes like.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. Is that worth 210 calories? Probably not. That is good. Okay. Pastry tastes amazing, actually. It's so flat. You wouldn't think it would taste that nice, but it's thick. Yeah, it's thick, but it's still light. It's not gone super dense and just, you know, compacted and squidged. It's actually nice. I really like that. Excuse me. The interior, there's no big chunks, okay? It's more chopped up. So it is a little bit more like, you know, just like a gravy goo. Mickey's here, my cat. He loves the steak. But it tastes nice. And the texture works. I think because it's more of like a, if you can see that, it's more like, it's like jam, you know, like jam on a toast. It's more, a little bit more than that, but it's a very thin layer going through. But it just adds a bit of moisture, and it's also added the moisture on the bottom. So it's really moist, basically. Let's have another bite. That is nice. That, on a cold day, would really be a proper winter warmer. That would be really, really nice. So yeah, I would say £1.50, it's a bargain. It's a lot of calories, but if you had half of this, you could have it with some veg. That would be amazing. I mean, if you had one, actually, maybe you could have this with some vegetables. Then it turns into a pretty healthy meal. So yeah, that's my review. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you've had it, if there's a better steak bake out here. How does this compare with the Greggs one? Well, I'll say this was better than the last Greggs one I had, because the Greggs, sometimes they're not even warm. Often they are warm, and this is really nice. You can chuck it in the oven, so you can choose when it to be warm. But with a properly cooked Greggs, I don't think it's quite there. But I would give, if you've got the Greggs, 10 out of 10. When it's hot, amazing. The steak bake, not the vegan sausage roll. I give this, I don't like giving 7s because I think it's a cop-out, so we're going to give it 8 or 6. That's where I'm thinking. I think it could be an 8, you know. I think this is an 8 compared to that. It's really nice, super cheap. What more do you want? Awesome. See you in the next video.